Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Yuniar. Although anxiety is part of life, never let it control you. Paulo Coelho. Have you ever been anxious about anything? Like get anxious when you're speaking English? What makes people anxious about that? Is English considered so difficult that they are concerned when speaking English? In order to build self-confidence of students in tertiary level, it is compulsory to speak English. But why they are anxious when speaking English? And what the causes that make them so anxious? So today I would like to tell you about anxiety in speaking English among tertiary level learners of English as a second language, what the causes, and the strategy which should be used by students to overcome the anxiety. One of the opportunity for learning English in secondary level students are the oral contribution in the classroom and during English teaching and learning session. In light of this situation, many factors have been identified as cause of such issue to occur among the students' teacher. Thus, this contributing factor will be further investigated in the research in order to come up with means for effective change. The research involved 50 male students and 15 female students of University College of Ratmalana. The age category of the sample is between 20 until 25 years old, and they were given 6 survey questions based on topic. And it could result as follows: 50% students first learn English at the primary classes or age 3 until 11. 35% students were answered as nursery or up to age 3, and 15% students were answered as secondary or after 12 years old. They have a different experience when first learning English, such as pleasant experience, bad experience, unforgettable experience, and some of students regret about the past, about their time wasting without having a good teacher or good educators. As per the result obtained, it is a period that majority of the sample concerned that English speaking ability and basic knowledge should be obtained from the early childhood. 35% students answered that speaking English as a medium of communication was not difficult, but 40% students were answered that is average, and 15% students were answered that English is difficult. They had different problems when speaking English, and some of them say that they lack of knowledge about grammar, vocabulary, and they lack support of school, teacher, family, parents, and friends. 45% students say that the cause of their nervousness when speaking English was when public speaking, but 35% students say as daily practice at home or office, and 20% students say that the cause of their nervousness when speaking English was when examination. They have provide different issues such as grammar issue, vocabulary issue, lack of practice at home or office, and less of motivation. The teacher should attempt to direct the student in continuous communication instead of the rare speaking. It will help students to memorize certain words which are used in daily conversation. 40% students say that the reason they're nervous when speaking English is because lack of confidence about English language. But 30% students say that is because lack of knowledge about grammar rules. And 30% students say that the reason why they are nervous when speaking English is the opportunity to practice with the person who are having a good speaking ability. 35% students say that they use the method to overcome the feeling of nervousness when speaking English with continuous practice of English language. But 40% students use additional reading and listening as a method. And 25 students say that they use their own evaluation as a method. Additional reading and listening is suggested as most suitable strategies to improving the English speaking ability according to the result obtained. 35% students suggest that to reduce anxiety and nervousness when speaking English is by communication. 40% students suggest that to reduce it can by improving your writing, reading, listening, and speaking skill. And 25% students suggest that to reduce it can by continuous conversation. Communication, improving writing, reading, listening, and speaking skill, and continuous conversation is suggested as effective student activity which should use in classroom. In conclusion, the cause of anxiety in speaking English among tertiary level is different from student to student. But the common reasons are lack of confidence about English language, lack of proper knowledge about grammar rules, and lack of opportunity to practice the language with the person who having a good speaking ability. The specific situation that cause anxiety in speaking English among tertiary level are identified as public speaking, daily practice at home and office, and examination. The strategy which might be used by students to overcome the anxiety identified as the continuous practice with English language, additional reading and listening, and own evaluation about the language proficiently. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.